What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of B&B. Listen, Carter need to make up his damn mind. It seemed like if you pour that man a cup of coffee, he gonna start flirting with you and falling in love with your ass. I'm just saying, like, wasn't he just falling head over heels for Quinn, and now she back with Eric? Now he's starting to think about Paris now, talking about how lucky Zende is, and he could see how Zende could fall for her, like talking about how sweet she is, and I'm like, Carter, go sit down. Carter need to go sit down. And Paris is really getting on my nerves. Like, she really tried to come at Quinn over her affair with Carter, talking about how, oh, they did Eric so wrong. But look at what you doing to Zende though. Like, first she was starting to have feelings for Finn, and now look at you, waddling your ass over to Carter. I'm like, y'all need to stop playing musical beds with each other and figure out who y'all want to be with. Cause it's like they switch partners every other day. Like, how you got feelings for this one and that one, and Zende need to take that ring back and get his money back, and he need to dump Paris. Like, her basically not wanting to get married should tell him, like, her actions should pretty much tell Zende she not that into you at this point. Like, she don't want nothing serious with you. Zende, especially coming off of his divorce and stuff, he should focus on just business and playing the field. You know, having some options. You know what I mean? Don't just settle. You know, definitely not, especially for Paris, because she definitely gonna end up with Carter if he has anything to say about it. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, Liam. Liam is an idiot. Like Douglas, let me tell you something. These kids tell all your business, and Douglas was sitting there letting him know, like, I saw a grandma kissing Santa, and he was like, "Oh, that's not how the song go." Fool, he not talking about no damn song, dummy. Like, you would think after what happened with the Beth situation that they would listen to Lil Douglas when he pops up with random information. Like, usually if a boy says something random, you might want to listen. I hate the fact that Douglas called Brooke grandma. I hate that. I do not. I'm like, boy, that is not your grandmother. Please stop calling her that. Um, but yeah, Liam is a fool. And then he gonna sit there and tell Deacon that Hope has a mind of her own and she makes her own choices. But yet, not too long ago, you were basically trying to tell her that she need to cut Deacon out of her life. So obviously, you don't feel like she can make her own choices because him and Brooke and Ridge at one point tried to tell her what to do and what to think and how to think. Um, and it's such hypocritical nonsense coming from Liam because look at Bill. Lord knows Bill done pulled some shit over the years. And he keeps forgiving Bill and allowing Bill back into his life. But they don't talk about that. You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna sit here and tell her? I understand he's being overprotective. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's his wife. I get it. But it's like that woman is grown. If she want her dad in her life and he end up hurting her, all you need to do is be there for her as a shoulder for her to lean on. That's all you need to do. No, I told you so's, none of that. Just be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with her wanting to get to know her father, even if Deacon has ulterior motives. I believe he genuinely loves Hope, but it's clear that he got other shit on his mind. And it's so funny how Hope, she came in and basically told Liam that it's curious how Taylor popped up in town as soon as Ridge and Brooke started having issues. I'm like, wasn't that curious about it? She wanted to see her family. She has a right to do that. Her kids live in LA, her grandkids live in LA, and she came to see her family. She had no idea of knowing that Ridge and Brooke were having issues. She didn't know that. Not to my knowledge, she didn't know that. Um, and Ridge and Brooke are always gonna have issues because Brooke is always in somebody's damn business. She always thotting around, thinking she hot shit until she start fucking around cheating again. Um, and now she want to cover up her little misdeed or whatever because Ridge knew something was off. He knew. Ridge ain't stupid. He could tell by the way she was acting, the way she was talking, something was off with her. And she tried to cover it up, talking about some, oh, it's not the same when you're not around. You know, I'm not myself when you're not here. Of course you're not yourself when he not there. Because when he ain't there, you thotting around with somebody else spreading your legs. You need to go sit down. Um, and my thing is, if she's a recovering alcoholic, she shouldn't have never had no vodka or nothing of that in that house. None of that stuff should have been in the house. And this heifer gonna sit here and pour the vodka in the damn plant. I'm like, so you basically trying to get your plant drunk, Brooke? Is that what we're doing? And she need to go ahead and tell Ridge the truth. She need to go ahead and tell him. Yeah, he gonna be mad. He might storm out. He might leave your ass. But you need to tell him that you fucked around. You messed up. She had no her excuse for not going with Ridge was so stupid on New Year's Eve. Because I want to ring in the New Year's with my kids and my grandkids. I'm like, you just spent Christmas with your kids and your grandkids. You just spent Christmas with them. Go spend New Year's with your husband. He wanted her to go. Her excuse for not going was so flimsy. I'm like, please. And now you caught in another scandal that you feel like you need to cover up. And now her and Deacon talking about, they not gonna talk about that night and they gonna, bury it forever. We all know it ain't gonna be buried forever. And when Ridge find out about it, he gonna run back to Taylor with open arms. It's bound to happen. It is bound to happen. Um, I love Sheila. I love the fact that Sheila get on my nerves sometimes with her crazy ass, but I love how she messing with Brooke. I freaking love it. I am loving this because Brooke really is always in somebody's business trying to tell somebody what to do and how to do it. And I'm glad Sheila's there to knock her off her pedestal. Good. Good. I am so happy about it. Thank God for Sheila. Because Brooke do need to be knocked down a few notches. Because she really do walk around that town like her shit don't stink. And I'm glad that Sheila's there to let her know, yeah, your shit do stink over here. It stink. Yeah, I smell it. And I'm glad that she messing with her. Good. That's what she deserved. Because Brooke really thinks she's the queen of LA, like she the queen of Forrester. No, 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 no. I'm glad Sheila taking her ass down a peg. If Brooke was really smart, Brooke really should have took the Taylor approach. Because Taylor knows that if you keep trying to keep Sheila away and you keep rejecting her, you're only feeding her psychosis. That's all you're doing. You're making her more unhinged. The more you reject her, the more you threaten her. You're just making her go more batshit crazy. By actually including her and trying to give her a little itch, you know what I'm saying? It's keeping her psychosis at bay. Taylor is smart in that. Could that plan backfire at some point? It probably could, but at the end of the day, it's still smart because now you ain't got to worry about Sheila trying to come after your ass. You know what I'm saying? Now she set her sights on Brooke because Brooke wants to be combative all the time, and it's stupid on her part. Like she should have been smarter about it. Now look, you done messed around, had another man in your bed, and when Ridge find out about it, he gonna drop kick your ass to the curb, and it's all your fault. It is all your fault. She did it to herself. And Deacon basically told her you need to go to a meeting, to an AA meeting, and she trying to figure out why she started drinking again and stuff. Eventually, they gonna find out what Sheila did eventually. But I don't even think that's gonna matter. I mean, it's gonna matter, but at the end of the day, you still had Ridge's worst enemy in your bed. You know what I mean? It doesn't erase that. But anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this, and I will talk to y'all later. See y'all later. Peace. Have a good night.